On today's episode, we're going to explore why baby boomers are choosing to downsize, the challenges they face, and how they can navigate the process smoothly. If you are a baby boomer and you're thinking about downsizing in your later years, this is the show for you. This is our 2024 Baby Boomers Guide to Downsizing.
Welcome to Keeping It Real Estate with Colleen Benson and the Benson Broker Group with Keller Williams. This is your go-to source for insights, expert guidance, and tips on making your real estate experience stress-free.
Hey, Colleen, welcome to another episode of Keeping It Real Estate. You're looking healthy and excited for today's episode.
Hey, Walter. Hey, thanks. I mean, gosh, I just turned 50 last week. So welcome to the 50s.
I don't believe that for a second.
I know, me neither, but it happened.
We're talking like 30, 31, maybe.
So when we're talking about baby boomers, it's really close to home for me. I'm dealing with it with my parents and their situation. And so this segment is very special to me, and my baby boomer clients are my favorite. And I like to tell them and their children who are my age, hey, I'm going to take care of your parents the way I'd take care of mine, and that's what matters.
Yeah. We probably all know someone who's kind of been through this decision-making process of, do I downsize? Do I move from this family home, this place that I've loved? Or do I try to stick it out where I am? And so it leads to a lot of different questions, a lot of different things to trying to decide. And I'm sure we'll drop some personal stories in here as we navigate some of these different questions, Colleen. But yeah, let's jump into it. Our 2024 guide to baby boomers downsizing. First of all, what's the why? Why do most baby boomers want to downsize from your experience?
I think it's retirement, simpler lifestyle. I mean, there's two ways. I mean, either maybe you have health conditions that are requiring you to go to some sort of assisted living or retirement living. And that's one. And then there's the group that it's not about health conditions. It's purely about, hey, they want to be able to travel. They don't want the yard maintenance. They don't want the hassle of maintaining a big home, and they want something smaller so that they can go enjoy their retirement, right?
Yeah. Again, it can be kind of like a combination of all those things. I've seen before. When we bought one of our last homes, the folks that were moving out loved it. They didn't want to leave, but one of the owners had suffered a stroke, and he was doing okay, but he really couldn't keep up with the acreage anymore. Just couldn't take care of it. They needed more of a townhome setup, and so they had to make that choice. And we've got some other friends, Colleen, who retired a couple of years ago, and they were like, well, we would love our home to be bigger and have land, but we're getting an RV and we're going to be spending 4, 5, 6 months away from home. And so why would we get a huge house with a huge yard when we're going to be traveling all over the place anyway? So that led to their decision to downsize.
I would say about 80% of our clients right now are baby boomers, and most of them, they do love their home. And it is a very emotional decision to make, to get rid of a lot of things and take that step. But what I try to keep them focused on is the motivation, the why, the big picture. Like, what, by selling this home and buying this home, what is that going to allow you to do? How much is that going to change your day-to-day lifestyle? And how's that going to make you feel when you get there? And usually that helps finding that motivation and that inspiration to say, hey, the time is now.
So you find yourself not only helping with the actual process of downsizing, but even helping address some of those emotional concerns that people have.
Oh, I would say the emotional concerns are the biggest part. And there's oftentimes that I'll start working with a couple that they think they have a goal, and over the course of a year, the goal changes. Sometimes like I said, health situations can change a goal very quickly. Sometimes grandbabies being born, or, different family dynamic situations where they decide, okay, it's time for us to get closer to our grandkids or closer to help a relative or something. So those factors all weigh on the process. And that always starts with the emotional conversation. Like, why do you want to sell? Well, we don't want to sell. It's just the time is now, and we need to look at setting ourselves up and also setting our children up our adult children that are, my age that don't want to have to deal with all this once their parents pass. So a lot of them are thinking ahead, baby boomer clients, 70s, late 70s, that are saying, hey, we don't want to burden our children down the road with this. So we're going to go ahead financially take care of it now.
Well, let's talk a little bit more specifically about locations here, Colleen. I mean, what are you seeing as some of the most common destinations for folks who are downsizing?
Well, Oregon being a high tax retirement state, I'm seeing a lot of our baby boomers actually move out of state.
We're heading out.
Florida, Idaho. So we're seeing that. And then locally, we're seeing what I'd say is people with big estates going to smaller, maybe subdivisions where there's a neighborhood association and some help with yard maintenance, exterior maintenance and such. And they're looking for one level living and getting rid of the big outbuildings and large garages and whatnot, and just getting into something smaller and more manageable.
When do you see people downsizing? Is it in their like, hey, I'm retiring and I'm going to downsize, or do you see it a little later on? Do most people stay in their homes for a little while, and it's more when they're kind of going from those go-go years to those like slow-go years that you see that?
So I see it both ways, but lately, and what I really would like to kind of focus on in my business planning over this next year is helping the people that are in my parents' situation. And that is, they've waited till the last minute and now there's health issues. And that is a very hard situation. And I'm experiencing it firsthand. I've helped so many clients through this, and I feel like I've helped them successfully. But now for me, it's very real. And my mom has just been diagnosed with, unfortunately, with Lewy body dementia, and it came on really fast. And so she went in a matter of a month to having this dementia that she my dad can no longer care for her. And so we've just recently found memory care for her, and we're putting her into a memory care facility where she can get the help she needs. And so my dad is now left with a house that is full of, 40 years of stuff. And he's got some heart condition issues too. And so the struggle to get the house ready for market, to get the house sold, we're having to deal with Medicaid to pay for the memory care, which is extremely expensive. And so going through all those processes is I'm really learning firsthand how hard that is on not only the entire family, like my brothers and I are really bonding, and our spouses are really bonding as we come together to help both our mom and dad through this, and the emotional toll it's taking on the whole family, financial toll. And so I know that there's a lot of people out there in that situation. And so those are the people that I'm looking forward to really, like, through my own experience.
What's one person's bonding can be one person's stress, though, right? And not to say that you aren't having that as well through the bonding, but yeah.
Yeah, we're bonding over things that, unfortunately, making big decisions together and coming to an agreement on the place, the facility, the kind of financial toll, and how much we can all contribute as a family to help our parents versus relying on some of the Medicaid opportunities that are out there. So a lot of things to go through and navigate. And, my parents are 75 and 77. So I feel like there's a lot of people out there that might be going through this or might potentially be going through this in the next 5 years. And I'm looking forward to, hopefully through my story, helping these people navigate as a family, the resources that we can offer to help people, help our parents get to where they need to go, and get things cleared out and settled for their financial situation as well. So I don't think
it's a might. It's going to happen. You said might. It's not a might. Yeah, you're going to be helping people through this for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yes. I look forward to helping people through this, whether it comes to resources or people that can help, like different brokers. There's actually brokers out there that help you find the right facility for your parents, where you don't know where to start or how to start calling around. And so those are people I've been in touch with lately, and they're wonderful. And they get paid almost like a real estate agent does through the facility that that they brokered the client with. And so they become a right hand for me as I'm helping getting the house ready for market and getting that sold and determining the proceeds of the sale, how to apply that towards your next phase.
Yeah, let's talk about those financial considerations. So is it any different from when you normally move from one house to another, or what is there to kind of think about when somebody's downsizing?
If you're downsizing and purchasing, which a lot of people are, you're going to use the proceeds from your sale and just buy your next house cash.
Yep.
A lot of baby boomers have a ton of equity in their properties, right?
Should, yeah.
So they can sell it, take the $400,000 that they earn from the proceeds, and buy their retirement home cash. That would be ideal situation.
Might even be able to get rid of a current mortgage and by downsizing, right? Yeah.
Exactly. And then there's those that are willing to take on another mortgage, and you want to talk to your financial planner and your retirement and see how you have things set up and what makes sense for you. But mainly, we're going to look at what the proceeds of your sale would be and what you want to apply that money towards, whether you want to go get another mortgage, pay cash for your next house, or maybe you're just going to go into a ground level apartment and take your money and go play.
Yeah.
Whatever it is for you, we'll help you through it.
If you think about it, it seems like to me, Colleen, there might be a lot of budget savings there, right? Even in the ongoing costs of a home. So if you're moving for something bigger, you're heating and cooling something smaller if you're downsizing. That big yard you're maintaining and maybe paying people to help maintain perhaps is now just covered in an HOA fee of some sort. So you could potentially have a lot of savings even in your day-to-day life.
Absolutely.
Okay, very cool. All right, so as we think about the current market, so for context, this is our 2024 guide for baby boomers, but we are recording this in late March, early April timeframe. So is the current market, in your eyes, favorable to those who want to downsize?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. We can help you get, timing is good right now. If you're thinking, oh gosh, it's going to take me a couple months to get ready to go on market, we can start helping you with resources on maybe an estate sale planner or storage, or however you want to go through your process of decluttering and potentially just getting rid of a lot of stuff, help you through that process over the next 3 months so that we're ready for summer and helping you find that next home. And then simultaneously, our goal is that you're not living in an RV or living, not having a home, that you move from the one you're selling to the one you're buying or wherever you're going, and it's seamless for you. And that's our number one goal. So yes, the time is right. We've got a lot of new inventory coming to market. And I think that, we've talked in the past on this show about the baby boomers versus the millennials in the fight for that low maintenance 1 level 3 bedroom 2 bath home, right?
Oh, yeah.
But we see them popping on the market all the time. We just had the cutest one come up right by Shirley School, and it was listed at $420,000. Just this great little backyard, nice neighborhood, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2 car garage, and it went over the weekend over full price with multiple offers. So there is still, there's still a battle for those easy maintenance, smaller, 1,500 square foot approximately homes. But there's new inventory coming on the market. And that's our job as representing you on the sale and the purchase of making sure we find that exact right home for you that's going to fit your needs.
Perfect. I love it. It sounds like what you're describing to me, Colleen, is that the agent in this situation. So if you're a baby boomer and you're wondering, what role does my agent play in this process? It should be more than just, here are the homes and here's what you're buying and we can sell your current home. They should be able to walk you through a lot of these big conversations and help you with that emotional side that you talked about. So
definitely
sure
that's
happening.
the resource. That's the opportunity we have as professional agents to refer you to other professionals that can be great resources for you as you go through that process. And, we have this. Actually, I have this campaign that I'm starting. I'm really excited to roll it out. Haven't rolled it out, still fine tuning it, but it is like connecting seniors one referral at a time and helping, whether you're going to buy or sell or not. We'd like to help you and your family with the great communication all around, get those resources you need to get done what you need to get done, even if you're going to age in place. And aging in place is something that a lot of baby boomers are looking at too. How can we adapt our current home, so that it's easier on us with different ideas of remodels and whatnot. We're happy to help you with that too.
Excellent. Well, Colleen, if I'm a baby boomer, I'm watching today's episode or listening on one of the audio apps, and I want to get some help with this downsizing conversation, what's the cleanest and easiest way to get in touch with you?
Just call me. Call me, and I'll set up either an in-person consult, or, we'll go through some questions on the phone to start, and then we can decide to do a sit down, come out to your home, sit down with you, and spend about an hour just talking about your goals, your timeline, how I can help assist. And if you want to bring other family members into that discussion, we can start with just you, or bring the family if you want to make it a whole family involved situation. I can do that too. Or we can hop on Zoom if we've got family members from other areas that want to be a part of it all. And we'll just go through a consult and see how we can best assist you. And it doesn't mean we're going to list your house and sell it. It might mean, like I said, we're going to help figure out how you can age in place and put you in touch with different contractors that can upgrade your home so that there's safety features and different things that help you. Or maybe it's that you want to move into an AD, we're going to create an ADU at one of your family members' homes, which is just like a mother-in-law suite, and help you get your home sold and move there. Whatever your direction is, let's start with a phone consult, and then we'll move into a meeting.
Fantastic. It is very easy to get in touch with Colleen. As she said, just give her a call, or you can text her and set up that time to chat. The number is 503-830-9467. That's 503-830-9467. And we will put other contact information in the description of today's show so you can find it easily as well. But have that conversation, see if downsizing is for you, and make sure you're making all the right choices as you navigate that journey in life. Colleen, appreciate your insight and guidance through all of this. Great conversation today, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks so much. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yep, come back and join us next time on Keeping It Real Estate.